I'm Edward Ling, CEO of TalentCorp. With me is Vincent Ong. So just to recap the whole event today. Today we are doing the launch of Vincent's Homecoming. So Vincent is a renowned pianist in the world. Last year he won the 19th International Fryderyk Chopin competition, which is basically the World Cup of piano. The competition is for classical music. The competition is only held once every 5 years. So it exists for about 100 years, because 19. So he won 5th place, and today we are bringing him back to Malaysia to actually share his knowledge. So we have a few series. One we call the masterclass, in which he shows Malaysians, he speaks 3 Malaysians every session, where he coaches them and teaches them how to play the piano, observed by a few hundred other Malaysians as well. That's number 1. Number 2, we have a few recitals, which is basically a concert, a piano concert. Yesterday was one, today there's one, there's going to be one more in Penang. So Vincent is from Penang, so of course now we are in KL, we're going to Penang. So homecoming to KL, then also to Penang. So we invite any questions from the press.
So Vincent, how do you hope to contribute to the music scene and young talent here? And do you have a specific plan to guide, mentor or support local musicians here?
So I think teaching is definitely a goal for me long term, but in the future. But right now I would like to focus more on my performances to get more experience first. But in terms of guiding young Malaysians, there's definitely a possibility for me to hopefully conduct more masterclasses, or maybe participate in some local festivals, music festivals here, and apart from giving concerts. Yes.
Yeah.
Playing piano is something that requires a lot of time, dedication, and attention, which youth these days don't have. Generally they are on the mobile and social media. So how is it you keep yourself very dedicated to this? And
Well,
your passion?
I'm also on, so like, I'm also scrolling on my phone all the day, all the time. So I'm not excluded from that. But I would say I think classical music, what I've learned from classical music, it trains you to have more long-term attention span, because a lot of classical music is longer than other genres if you compare. And so it requires you to focus not only for playing it, but also for listening it. So that's one of the most important things I think one can learn from classical music. Yeah. For me personally, it's very simple. I'm just very glad to be here, and it's for me it's home. I'm glad to see family, friends, and the food as well. Everything, yeah. Glad to be here. Professionally, also, I think this is like I mentioned just now in the talk just now. It's how to say. I'm very glad that we are able to have this concert on a bigger stage this time in Malaysia. So that's the very important thing for me. Yeah. And sometimes, to be very honest, all of this feels a little bit like a dream sometimes, like, oh, it's not real, but it is real. So having events like this makes me feel more grounded, and to share my experiences makes it confirms my experience as a musician and what I've done. Yeah.
For a very young age, you have achieved so much. Like, what is like the dream? Like the dream after what is the stage or what?
So I'm not really a dreamer. I don't like dreams because I'm more like, can you do this or can you not do this? So for me, I have maybe goals, but not really like, it's not very huge goals. I like to focus more on what I can do now in the near future, rather than like, I want to be a so and so who or what or where. So I'm just basically going with the flow, step by step, and I will see where that will take me. Yeah.
So any dream stage you want to perform?
Of course. I mean, there are all the big venues out there, of course. And if you talk about locally, I mean, I hope that I'll, come back to DFP maybe one day. Yeah, Philharmonic. Yeah. But yes, again, these kind of goals. I really wish that one day I could play, but we'll see where it goes. Yeah.
Your experience at the Chopin competition, it's the highest stage, and you did perform in Warsaw, the home of Chopin. What was that like for you, and what was your experience?
Well, I think to put it simply, it changed my life. Yeah, because it's such a high pressure event. There's so much media attention, and there's so much. It's incredible how much audience there is. Not only there but also globally, and also back home as well. So in that sense, it was quite a crazy experience, and rewarding as well, because it kind of taught me how to basically deal with pressure, and also to basically rise above the occasion, let's say. And for me, it's still an ongoing process. This Chopin, how to say, learning how to deal with concerts and performing this kind of schedule is I'm still learning how to deal with it, but yeah, it definitely has changed my life, yes.